Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope that you're all having a good Tuesday. Let me fix this real quick. I need to move that down just a tad. There we go. I hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. Thank you guys for joining me. My name is Jana Edwards with StampinInc.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Corpus Christi, Texas, and I go live twice a week usually on Mondays, but I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, so we switched our coffee and a card class from Monday yesterday to Tuesday today. So normally it's Mondays at 10 for coffee and a card, where we create one card together using our weekly featured stamp set or bundle. And then Thursdays, I go live again I was going live at noon, but it's kind of conflicting with my schedule. So I'm going to change my time back to 2 o'clock. So I'm going to start going live at 2 on Thursdays, where we will create 3 projects using the weekly feature bundle. If you're not familiar with the weekly feature bundle, or stamp set, I choose one product every week. It's either a bundle or a stamp set, and I create our class kits to go using those products. This week it is the Sweet Pea stamp set from the Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. Such a cute little stamp set. And I hope that you guys enjoy creating with it as much as I do. For the class to go kit, I send you all of the pre-cut cardstock and die cuts that aren't included in the featured products. And sorry, I got an itch in my ear. I send you all of the pre-cut cardstock in a kit. I can't send stamped images per Stampin' Up! Policy. We're not allowed to send pre-stamped images, but I do send you everything else to create the project. So for this class kit, you will need the Sweet Pea stamp set, or you can use anything that you have in your craft stash already to help you create these projects. Today I have a cute little card for you, and I might switch it up a little bit. I think I'm gonna try some different designer series paper, but like I said, you'll get all of this for the class kit to go. If you just place a $35 order in my online store, and there are links in the description of the video. On YouTube, it's in the description of the video, and I believe on Facebook as well. So you just place a $35 order in my online store using the host code. Let me get that for you. It's right here. So you place a $35 order between now and February the 15th using the host code on the screen, and I'll send you the class kit as a free thank you for your order. It's kind of a free with purchase class kit, if you will. Right now also is Celebration, and Celebration is Stampin' Up's yearly promotion where you can choose free Celebration products for your $60 order. So for every $60 that you order, you can choose a free Celebration item. And I don't think there's a link in the description for the catalog, but if you go to my online store, you can find the celebrations. When you go to checkout, if your order is $60, it will prompt you to add those Celebration items. So for every $60 that you order, you can choose one free Celebration product, or they also have products that if your order reaches $120, you can choose. They've got some dies, some really cute products that you can choose from, and the price increments are $60, you get to choose an item, and $120, you get to choose like an even I don't know, more expensive. I don't know. But you get like a higher, you get to choose a different item. It might be like there's a bundle that's in there. I demonstrated the hearts bundle, and it's a stamp set and a die set. So it's a really cute, we made some really cute projects with that also. If I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. I tried a little something different with my coffee today. I used toasted coconut syrup in my coffee today. So it's quite yummy. I'm going to move this around so I can see. If you're joining me today, please leave me a comment below so I know that you're here joining me. I like to know that you're here watching. Even if you're watching the replay, please leave me a comment and let me know what you thought about today's project. All right, I'm going to turn my camera down so that you guys can see the products that we're working with today. Here we go. This is what we're going to be working with today. This is the Sweet Pea stamp set, and I think it's absolutely adorable. Okay, we're going to be using some lemon lime twist, and we'll also be using the Brights Designer Series paper. The Designer Series paper is a 6x6 pack of paper, and you get, I think it's 4 sheets, and I don't have my little, hold on, let me see, do I have it? Yes, you get, there are 40 sheets of paper in here of 6x6. And so there's 40 sheets in here, and it's all the colors. This one is an in color, which we'll be using on Thursday. So this is the Brights collection. So you get maybe it's 4 sheets. Hold on. There's a stripe and let me pull out one that I haven't used yet and I'll tell you. But you get, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get all of these Designer Series papers. It's a cute little polka dot, and then there's a stripe with a botanical on the back, and then this design here. I'm not sure what you call that. But today we will be using Lemon Lime Twist, which is this color right here. All right. It's a really good pack of paper if you like 6x6 paper. Okay, we're going to be creating this cute little card right here. All right, today. So I'm going to move this out of the way. I believe if you go to my website, stampedinink.com, you should be able to, I think there's prices. There's a link also in the video that you can add all of the products to your cart, and it'll tell you the prices of this. But I think this is a little over maybe $20. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have my notes here in front of me. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, I don't have it here. But it's just a really cute, it's a super cute stamp set. We're going to be creating some really cute things with it. All right, so we're going to start out. Also, if you would like the free project sheet for this card today, I will email it out. I'll have it emailed out this afternoon by about 3 o'clock. I'll email it. So if you would like this project, the project sheet for this card, please sign up for my email list and I will email this to you. If you're watching the replay and you would like to receive the project sheet for this card, sign up for my email list and then just send me an email and say, hey, can you send me the free project sheet for the Sweet Peas card that you made on Monday or Tuesday? Let me do this. There we go. How's that? Now you guys can see me. Okay, so we are going to start off with a piece of, I'm going to set this aside in my little basket over here. Oh, we're going to use the Sweet Pea stamp set, and I'm going to be using the Stylish Shapes dies also. I use the Stylish Shape dies, or you could even use just a regular circle punch. But I'm used the Stylish Shapes dies to cut out this circle here. And then I used a tag that's not available anymore, but you could also use, one of the squares if you wanted, but I'm going to use this tag. It's the tag from the Merriest Trees bundle. It's actually, the Merriest Trees dies. It's actually still available right now. I believe the Merriest Trees stamp set and dies are still available, but it has this super cute tag in it. and it is this little tag right here. These are all of my paper pumpkin dies that you can order with each quarter. Paper Pumpkin offers you a set of dies that you can use with your kits. So we'll be using this right here, but it's from the Merriest Trees dies, and that die set is still available. But you will get in your kit, you will receive the tag and the circle die in your kit. All right, I'm going to set this aside over here, and we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to cut and score our cards. I'm going to move this over here, grab my paper trimmer, and I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. I always forget. I have a little cheat sheet. Yes, okay, I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. I like to score my cardstock. Actually, we're going to cut it. I'm just going to cut it so I can have this full sheet. So I'm going to cut it at 5 1/2. On the 11-inch side, I'm going to cut it at 5 1/2. I've been doing this for over 20 years now, and I still forget how to cut my base card, my card base. And then I'm going to score at 4 1/4 on the 8 1/2 side for our card base. Okay. Then for my layers, so I'm going to cut this layer right here. I am going to cut a piece of cardstock at 4 by 5 1/4. So I know that this is 11, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this at 5 1/4. By 4. I have a little pocket with some scraps over here that I just keep on hand to the side. All right, so there's my 4 by 5 1/4, and then I'm going to use the polka dots this time. It looks kind of like little peas to me, so I'm gonna use this, and we're gonna go 3 3/4 by 5. I like to get all my pieces cut first. So this will layer here, just like this. Okay, so now that I have that cut, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to grab my die cut machine, and I'm going to cut my circle and my tag at the same time. So let's go ahead. We're going to grab a piece of thick basic white cardstock. And I'm going to grab the largest circle from the Stylish Shapes dies. Put it right here, and then I'm going to grab my tag and layer it right there. Load, get this in my sandwich, and then run it through. All right. these up before I lose them. Set that aside. And I'm gonna grab, I got a little, sometimes your plates will get dirty and they get just little flecks of paper stuck in the cracks where you've cut. And if you just take a little eraser, it's really a glue eraser, but if you rub that over the top, it'll come out. You know, you can get those pieces off of your paper. All right. So now I'm going to grab, let's see. I'm going to grab, where is it at? Whoop. I'm going to grab my plaid embossing folder, and I need my plate. I told myself before I sat down earlier that I needed to grab this, but I didn't do it. So I'm going to grab my circle, set that aside, and I'm going to grab my circle and put it inside here. Take these 3 plates out. And then we're going to run this through our machine. When you run your embossing folders, especially your 3D embossing folders through your machine, you want to make sure that the fold, where it's folded here and closes, that it goes in first, because you run the risk of cracking your folder if you leave it at the bottom, because you get this final pop when it gets finished. When you get it run through all the time, you'll hear it in just a second. That little pop right there, you can run the risk of cracking your embossing folder. Let me set that aside. All right. Okay, now that we have all of our pieces, I'm going to grab, you'll receive a 1/4 sheet of cardstock in your kit. And so get a 1/4 sheet of cardstock in your kit to do all of your stamping. And we're going to fussy cut today. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out that so I have it. We're going to fussy cut a little bit today. And color. All right. So I need little sweet pea here. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the You Make Me Happy on the tag. So you just ink it up. And we're using Memento black ink, because with the Memento, you use that with your Stampin' Blends because of the alcohol base in it. And I'm just going to stamp right here at the bottom edge of that. There we go. And I'm going to set that aside. And then set our little stamp aside. And I'm going to grab the Vine stamp from the stamp set, and we're going to stamp that in Memento ink on our 1/4 sheet of cardstock. And then we're going to also stamp the little sweet pea image. So I'm going to stamp this right here. Remember, you'll have this quarter sheet of cardstock, thick white cardstock, to do all of your stamping for your projects. There is a lot of fussy cutting in this because they didn't create dies for this stamp set, but that's okay. We will manage. So I'm going to grab my lemon lime twist, granny apple green. I'm going to use my light petal pink for some color on their cheeks, and then I'm going to use my light petunia pop for the little heart. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and color the leaves and the little pea pod in granny apple green. Okay, and I'm going to use the bullet end since it's such an intricate design. Let me get rid of this real quick for you so you can see. And then I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So you can see what I'm doing. Hey, Rhonda. Hi, Susan. It's nice to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Sorry, I'm just now seeing all my comments. All right. We're going to go ahead and color this in light granny apple green. I was a little late this morning. For some reason, the video software that I use, it didn't carry over to my iPad. I usually set it up on my desktop, and then it usually, just carries over to the iPad, but for some reason it didn't, so I had to log in and log off, and it was crazy. Susan, I wish things were sunny here in Corpus Christi, but it is overcast and yucky today. I'm jealous that you're getting sunshine, but I'm glad for you. Hi, Kazan. Thank you guys for being here. All right, now I'm taking the dark granny apple green, and I am just going over the dark spots to give it a little bit of highlight in the leaves. Stampin' Up's artists leave little, the lines on your stamps are darker, so you know where your highlights need to be. Kind of takes the guesswork out of it, My mom used to do toll painting, I guess, if y'all know what that is, and she was so good at it. She used to be able to take an image and she could just freehand what the image was, how it was supposed to look. She could do it exactly. All right, now I'm going to use the lighter color, and I'm going to go back over and just blend. Just blend that in. I forgot a leaf. I saw this stamp set in the annual catalog, and I thought it was super cute. It makes me think about Forrest Gump, Forrest and Jenny, they're like peas and carrots, but I always imagine 2 peas in a pod instead of the carrots. Oh, Kelly, thank you. I'm so glad that you stopped by. Okay, I'm going to use the light granny apple green and just blend this in. Is anybody, are any of y'all new to Stampin' Up, or are y'all familiar with their products? All right, now I'm going to use the light lemon lime twist, and I'm going to color in my little peas. They're just the cutest. And now I'm going to use my dark lemon lime twist, and I'm going to go and just create a little shadow where the artist left those dark lines for us. And then I'm going to blend it again with my light. And this time I'm going to use the brush end, and I'm just going to go towards the center, and I'll leave the center a little bit lighter, like the sun shining on their face. Okay, I'm going to use my light petal pink, and I'm going to give them just a little bit of color on their little cheeks here, so they look like they're little rosy and happy. I'm going to use the Petunia Pop and color in a little heart. I'm going to grab my color lifter and take just a little bit of color off the top of this heart. So it looks like they're in the sun. All right, now I'm gonna fussy cut this. See if I can do this real quickly. Should be a pro at these leaves already because I've cut them so many times. The trick is to hold your scissors still and move your paper. And this, I'm not going to count my chickens, but I think this one might be the best one yet. And you don't go to the tip of your scissors. You kind of keep it in the middle. Fussy cutting is not my favorite thing to do, but I think it just makes this look so cute. Last night I was cutting these, and I got all the way down to the end, to this part right here, and I just snipped right through the little vine. So frustrating. Oh, hey, Susan. Great. We're so glad that you're back. I did the same thing. I took a little break. I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from 2006 to about 2018, and my dad got sick with cancer, and so I had to kind of, they moved in with us because he was diabetic and had just a lot of complications with his chemo because of his diabetes, and never imagined that he would have, my dad was one of the healthiest people ever. But anyway, so I took a break, and I came back in 2023 because I missed it so much. I'm going to snip that off right there so I can get to this better. It's just very relaxing, and it's I miss the community, I missed all the stuff, and I had this craft room. My husband and I, we don't have kids, and so we turned the spare bedroom, one of the spare bedrooms, into a craft room, and I have this beautiful space, and I just wasn't using it. So I one of my last projects, I used to be an admin on, I would work in the petroleum and chemical refineries doing projects. Like when they would build a new unit or something, I would go in and I was like the project admin. Well, my last project ended. Oh, thank you. I'm just reading your comments, Rhonda. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. But I worked in, I've worked since I was 16, and my husband just said I had an issue with my eye, and so I had to have several surgeries on my eye, but thank the Lord, everything's good now. And so my husband was just like, "Don't go back to work. Do your Stampin' Up stuff." So I said, "Okay." And it's really been a joy. I got up the other day and I was in here working on the computer, and I was in my pajamas, and my husband came in and he said, "It must be really nice to just walk to the office in your pajamas." I was like, "Yeah, it kind of is." But we've been blessed. And I wanted to, I enjoy showing other people how to use Stampin' Up products. I love the coordination of their products. It's great. Okay, so now that we have all that done, like I said, if you guys want the kits, the class kit, I'll come back on Thursday and we'll do 3 more projects, and I have those to show you here at the end. We'll do 3 more projects, and then if you would like the kits for the projects, the class kit, you just place a $35 order in my online store, and I will send you the class kit as a free thank you for your purchase. All right, now we're gonna just go ahead and assemble everything. I'm gonna grab I like to use the green glue, the multi-purpose adhesive, because it gives you a little more wiggle room. Like if you put your paper down, when you glue your pieces together, you can kind of slide it around to get it centered as much as you can. And I'm using my silicone mat so I don't get glue on my work surface, because the silicone mat, the glue doesn't really stick to it. It comes up pretty easy. Although at the end of the week, when I do clean my desk up, it does happen to have glue on it because I do this. I lay it down on the side. And that's another tip I heard from one of my other demonstrator friends the other day. If you don't have a holder, you see a lot of people have the holders for the glue, but if you lay it on its side, your glue tends to stay to the bottom. My friend and I go to estate sales, and I found an old, maybe it's a shot glass, I don't know, and I usually will put it in there. Now we're going to take, like I said, this is the Brights collection of the designer series paper. It comes in a 6x6 pack. And there's 40 sheets to the pack. See what I just did there? I just moved it. And because I used my glue, I was able to scoot it back in place. All right, I'm going to take my paper snips, and I'm just going to cut right along this edge. You could use your paper trimmer, and we're going to glue this down. I'm going to line it up with this piece of designer series paper. All right, the glue, also the liquid glue, when you have an embossed image, the liquid glue gets down into the little creases of all of the embossing, and to me, you get a really good, it sticks better. Your piece will stick a little better. We're going to put that just off to the left. All right, now I'm going to set that aside. I am going to grab a blending brush, and I'm going to add just a little bit of blue right here to the background of my tag. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna use Balmy Blue for this one. You could use Pool Party, that would be pretty too. I just like the blue in the Balmy Blue. So when you ink up your blending brush, you want to make sure that you go off the paper a little before you do it before you blend onto your actual cardstock, because it will leave a big blob. You want to kind of blend it into your brush really well. All right. Okay. I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals and put them on the back of our little keys. I'm going to use 2, and then I'm going to grab a mini. I'm going to take your pick tool. I'm going to just grab a mini glue dot, or not mini glue dot, a mini Stampin' Dimensional, and add to that. I'm going to take some minis and add to the back of our little pea vine. Is that what you call it? My grandparents used to, my granddad used to grow purple whole peas, and he would also grow peas, and I just remember the vines go everywhere. All right. Take those backings off, and I'm going to snip the end off of this right here. I'm going to take the center section of my dimensionals. If you use dimensionals, don't neglect your edges. Use those too. I'm going to put it right here on that side. I'm going to layer it. I'm going to layer this right about here. All right. Then I'm going to take the backings off of the little pea pod. I'm going to put my little pea pod right about here. Right there. I'm going to grab some of the large dimensionals and put on the back of our tag. One more in the middle so it's stable. If you guys want to get the project sheet for free, I'm going to send the project sheet for this card with all of the dimensions and everything for you. I will send it out in an email today, so sign up for my email list and I'll send you that project sheet for free. All right, now I'm going to grab my black and very vanilla checked ribbon and just create a cute little bow. This is one of my favorite ribbons. Scissors, snip that end off, and I'm going to snip this one off too. And grab a little glue dot for the back of that bow. Oops, got it stuck to my finger. I'm going to take and put it right there on the end of that tag. And I'm going to grab some basic rhinestone jewels and we're going to color them. Yes, I love the gingham ribbon, Susan. I love it, love it. So I'm going to grab some of the basic rhinestone jewels. I'm going to grab my dark granny apple green, make sure I have the right color, dark granny apple green Stampin' Blend, and I'm going to just color so that we have it to match. I'm going to color 3 of them. I didn't add this to the original, but I like the rhinestone, so I'm going to color, and you can actually let this dry and then build on your color to make it just a little bit darker. You can do this with any of the alcohol markers. All right, so we're going to put one up here, and then we'll put the other 2 right down here. I always like to do 3s. Okay. Now I am going to grab a piece of cardstock for the inside that is, I already have one here, 4 1/4. I'm sorry, 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, oops. I'm going to finish off the inside of the card. I like to finish off the insides of my card because it just makes everything look, it makes it look finished for one. And when you have so much on the top of your, yes, there's actually, Susan, there is actually a little P in the stamp set, and it says, it has a little P image here, and it says welcome sweet pea, so it would make a really cute baby card. All right, I'm going to cut a piece of designer series paper for the inside of the card, and we're going to go for, I'm going to cut about, sorry, I use the bottom of mine, so I'm going to cut about 1/2 inch, maybe, I'm going to do 3/4 inch for a strip for the bottom, and I'm going to cut it by 4. Yes. Move that aside and grab my glue. I get it out of the cap. Put just a little bit of adhesive on here. And glue it to the bottom. I'll have this posted to my blog today too. The project sheet will have step-by-step instructions with the measurements, and the blog post will have the measurements at the bottom. But if you want the free project sheet, just sign up for my email list, and I'll send that to you, and then you'll also get the project sheets that we do each week. Thursday's cards, I send out a PDF for those cards also, and then I also send out an email once a week about the weekly featured product. And there we go. It's a little different from the original, but I really like it. I think it's so cute. Make a great birthday card, cute Valentine's Day card, right? For someone, a girlfriend or whatever, but it's just a little different from the original. So that's our card for today. Thursday, we will be creating 3 additional cards, and I think I might try to throw a treat box in there, but This one, it says hello grumpy. And then we have another one that says you make me happy. And then another one that says you make me happy. I may change up this. I'm going to change up the sentiments and stuff, but it'll be similar cards to this. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today. If you want to join me on Thursday, I'll be live at 2 o'clock on Thursday, where we'll create additional projects with this stamp set. And I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys being here and tuning in, okay? So join me next time. Bye-bye.